Hi guys, it's Jess
and it's Jenna,
and welcome back to Squared.
So for this week we are going to be showing you guys on each of our phones how we each edit our Instagram pictures. This goes for our personal accounts as well as our shared account, which you can follow at BeautyTwins124 on Instagram.
If you do enjoy this and you use some of the same apps we do, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to go subscribe down below once you are finished watching. That way you guys can see all of our videos on Wednesdays on Squared. Without further ado, let's go ahead and show you how we edit our Instagram pictures.
Let's go!
Hi guys, it's Jenna. So the first app I'm using is called Tumbler, and I had been editing that picture, but now I'm going to do a mirror type selfie. So the first thing that I like to do is go through these bunch of filters that they have on here. I just think that these are really high quality filters, and I just spend a few minutes going through them, and then I go into some of the optics options and just play around for a little bit with the contrast and the brightness. I don't really have a set thing that I do for this, but I just sort of play around until I like the way it looks. Then once I'm done with Polar, I like to go in with an app called Afterlight. This I like to use for more simple things like cropping, and sometimes I'll use the filters on here, but it really just depends on the day. So this I just use for more basic photo editing and anything that I need to do afterwards to the picture to make it look better, like on the Instagram layout. I'm just going in with the sharpening tool on here, and that I feel like just makes it look a little bit crisper. And then that's about it. Alright, so as far as my editing apps go, I really stick to two main ones. So I use ViscoCam and Moldive, I believe. ViscoCam is probably my most used. So first I'll go in and choose a filter, and then I'll sort of play around with the settings. So changing things like exposure, changing up the contrast a little bit. This one was a little bit in need of more contrast, so I changed that. And then I like to play around with the temperature, the tint, and also I like to make all of my pictures sort of have a blue tinted highlight. So ViscoCam is really great for customizing that blue tint that I like to add to my photos. Also, please ignore the band-aid on my hand. I had a little incident with the camera setup, so we'll ignore that. And then I just save it, and it's all set for Instagram. And then as far as Moldive, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. This one is really great as well. If I'm feeling kind of bored with ViscoCam, I'll use this one. It has some beautifying effects that you can use. So this picture of Jenna, I just used, you can do things like skin smoothing and stuff, which is really cool. You can also do filters and a bunch of different things with highlights and shadows with this, which is also a really great tool to use. So those are both of my photos and how I edit them with each app.
So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe down here. Don't forget to go click up here, and you guys can go watch Frankie and Izzy's video from yesterday. If you want to see some examples of our Instagram pictures, you can go follow us at BeautyTwins124 on Instagram, and you can subscribe to our main channel, which is Jess and Jenna on YouTube. And it will be linked in the description bar below.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye guys. Bye.